Welcome to my complete beginner to intermediate guide on Google Forms. My name is Larry and I am the founder of Larry Global Tech. In this tutorial, you will learn how to create, customize, share, and then manage Google Form effectively. This guide is suitable for students, businesses, churches, organizations, and individuals who wants to collect information professionally using Google Form. Follow me as I walk you through the step-by-step guide on how to create Google Form. And remember to subscribe to my channel for more insightful videos. The first thing you need to do when you want to create your Google Form, you open your web browser. You open your web browser. As you can see, I'm using a Google Chrome. So you open your web browser. When you open your web browser, you now type in forms.google.com. Forms.google.com. You enter. Now, Google will now want you to sign in with your Gmail, your Google account. So in this case, I have to pick one of my accounts. I have to pick one of my accounts. I will now sign in with my Gmail. All right. I'll sign in with my Gmail. Okay. Now, Google will now bring out some templates. These are already designed templates by Google. We have the contact information, event registration, RSVP, party invite, then a T-shirt sign up. But we'll not be using Google templates. For the sake of this rehearsal, we'll be using the blank form. So all you need to do is just to click on this plus sign, the blank form. When you click on the blank form, the next thing you do is to give your form a title. Give your form a title. You can give it any title that suits what you are creating. But for the sake of this rehearsal, we'll be naming our form Larry Global Tech Google Form Tutorial. All right, Larry Global Tech Google Form Tutorial. And also, we'll now describe our form. Describe our form. So what I'll be filling in here is just please fill in the form to register. All right, fill in the form to register. Now you notice something. Notice that when you give your form a title at the top left corner here, the form title has not reflected. You don't need to panic. All you need to do is just to come here. You click on that place automatically. It will change automatically. So the next thing we'll do is to um, to add some basic registration feeds. So the first thing we'll be adding is our full name. And how do you do that? You click on this untitled question. You now type in full name, full name, full name. Now you now come to this this drop down here. This drop down here is called question type. So you click on the drop down and you now select short answer. When you select short answer, the next thing you do is to set this particular field to required. Automatically it has been set to required, so you set it to required. This means that whenever anybody is filling this form online, it is mandatory for the person to fill in these details because you already set it to required. So after the name field, the next field that will be adding is our email. So how do you do that? You do that by clicking on this plus sign here, this add question. So you click on that, the plus sign. When you click on the plus sign, you come to the question. You now type in email email address. Email address. All right. Now the question type, you still set it to short answer and you leave this at required. Then after the email address, the next field will be entering is a phone number. Phone number, you already know how to do that. You click on that plus sign, then you type phone number, phone number, phone number, number. Phone number, you also set the question type to short answer and you leave it at a required. So after the phone number, the next field will be adding is a gender. So you click this add question plus sign, then you now come and you now type in gender, gender. This time you are not using short answer. You use multiple choice for gender field. So when you type in multiple choice, you come to this option one, you click on it, then you type in male, male. So when you type in male, you find that Google automatically brings some suggestions. Female, prefer not to say, and others. So what do we do? You click on female, then prefer not to say. Some persons they don't like disclosing their gender, so prefer not to say. So that is it for the gender field. The next field we'll be adding is a address. You now click on the plus sign, add question sign. You click on it, then you come to your question here. You now type in address, ADDRESS. Now for the address, this time we are not using short answer. We are neither using short answer nor multiple choice, but we are using paragraph. That is long answer. So you click on a long answer test. That paragraph is long answer test. Okay, for the sake of this, the purpose of this tutorial, these are the feeds that we'll be working with. These are the feeds that we'll be working with. The next thing that you may want to do is to customize your form. Customize your form is optional though. You customize your form to make it look beautiful. How do you do that? You do that by clicking on this customize theme. Then you click on the customize theme. This time you may want to add in some beautiful colors. So you come to the color palette, you pick any color of your choice. So me, I'm picking an orange background as well. So you pick any color of your choice. See how it looks beautiful. The form is already taking shape. The next thing you may want to do is to add your header image. So you choose image. When you click on that choose image, Google already have some images in the system. There are already some templates, but they look beautiful though, but we will not be working with what Google have. So what we'll be doing is to upload our own image. And if you want to upload your own image, you already have the image saved to your computer. So you click on upload, then you browse, then you pick. So I'll be using my logo. You open, okay. Then you now allow it to load, you crop it to make it fit. Then once you are satisfied, you just click on done. Click on done. Wow, this is looking beautiful. Wow, wow, it's beautiful. All right. The next thing you may want to do is to set a confirmation message. You set a confirmation message. How do you do that? You do that by going to these settings. You click on settings. When you click on settings, you come to presentation. Click on this drop down presentation. Then you now search for confirmation message. You see this edit in front of the confirmation message, you click on it. So all you need to do is to type any confirmation message, that is whenever anybody fills in the form and submit it, the message that we display, that's the confirmation message. So for the sake of this tutorial, we'll be saying thank you for registering. Thank you for registering. We will contact you shortly. We will contact you shortly. We will contact you shortly. All right. So after that, you click on a save. You click on a save. The next thing we want to do is to get our form link. We've already created our form. So it's to get our form links. But before getting our form links, let's preview our form. Let's see how it looks. So how do you preview your form? You come after this a customized theme, you see preview. You click on a preview. See how beautiful the form is looking. Wow, wow. Okay, let's go and get our form link. So how do you get your form link? You come to this publish, you click on publish, you click on publish, then you now copy the link. That is your form link. So you copy the link. Now at this stage, when you copy the link, you can send it to whoever you want to send it to for registration, or you send it across different social media platforms. Now the next thing we will want to do, the next thing, which is probably the last thing, is to view our responses. Whenever anyone register, how will you see the details? So it's for us to view our responses. So how do we do that? You come to these responses and you click on these responses. You find that we have zero responses here because nobody has registered. So let's find out if if anyone's registered. If anyone registers, let's find out if the response will drop here. So let's open a new tab and paste the link we copied. Let's paste the link we copied. Let's fill in this link, this form. Let me fill it. Larry Obo, full name, email address, Larry Obo 451 at gmail.com, phone number 081 gender is male, then address Asaba, SABA. All right. So let me submit the form. Submit. Can see thank you for registering. We will contact you shortly. Now let's go back to our response and check. You can see that one response has dropped. So this is basically how you create your Google form. Is simple, very simple and easy. Very simple and easy. So and our next video will be how to create the Google Sheet for you to be tracking everyone that registered on a sheet. So do not forget to subscribe to my link for more insightful video. Thank you.